Right, what you're looking at is the first part of the sled base. Take no notice of what's on the butterflies at the moment. But what I've done is I've squared off each of the corners, and then I found the centre by drawing the corners corner to corner. And now we're going to drill it out, and that they will be the mounting holes for the top piece of the sled, and also clamping the Dremel to the sled. So that's how far we've got so far, and then what I'll do now is I'll drill off camera and get the bolts in position, and we'll get ready for building the rest of the sled. Alright, back in a bit. Okay peeps, I turned into an Indian for a while. My name was Rumma Gin in the lab, because I think I said in one of my earlier videos, the lab's being used as a storage shed at the moment until I can get that sorted. But anyway, what did I find? Well, I found another piece of plywood that can be used for packing. Those I've already cut ready, so I'll put those down there out the way. Right, nice long piece of studding. Now if I turn the camera's screen over, I can see what you're seeing. Alright, I am on camera, so that's good. Yeah, this is the same sort of studding that I used for the drive mechanism for the sled. So got plenty of that, as you can see. And there's a longer piece. I'll come to that in a minute, and I'll come to those in a minute. I found 4 stainless steel bolts, because apparently, because I started all the way down, they're not called bolts, they're called set screws. I call them bolts. Right, so I can use those. And I found some shorter bits of the same same threaded bar. I didn't realise I had so much. Could say I've kind of lost my thread. You're alright. Okay, so we'll put those down to one side, and we'll just talk about the 4 set screw bolts in a minute. Okay, now I also found these microwave oven capacitor clamps, which I think I might be able to use to fix the Dremel down with. Whether that'll come to fruition, we'll see later on in another video. No, it's not being put on in this video. I've got plenty of patience, so you've got to have patience. Right, so that's those 2. As I said, I found another piece of plywood that I can use for building up the sled assembly. Right. What are these for? These hinges. Hinge and bracket. Yeah. Shut up, Raymond. Okay. Well, what I was thinking was that I'll drag you out a bit. Oh, you dragged out all the way, so I'll bring the camera back a bit so you can see. And there we are. Sorry about any glare that's off the light or the window. I'm trying to check it down. Okay, so I have got the front panel of an old microwave that I got from my neighbour. She was chucking it out. Oops, lady. Everything's falling out. Right. Turn the thing over so you can see what they're seeing. Right. I got this front panel off my neighbour's microwave, and I thought, I know what I could use that for. I could use it for, what do they call it now? The jog thingamajig for CNC machines. You know what I mean? You know, press a button and it goes so far, and press another button it goes the other way. Okay, I'll shut up. Right, well the idea is that it'll be built into that. That'll then be mounted on there, and then that will be mounted on there, and then I can bring it out like that. Right, and then when I store it, I can fold it back. I'll use this one. I can then fold it back and glue a very light neodymium magnet, which I've got floating around somewhere, just to hold that in position when I take it off and store it. Now when I need to use it, all I need to do is pull it out and I can use it. Okay, that's the whole idea of that anyway. If I put both of those in there, they can't fall any further, can they? Well, they could fall on the floor, but there we go. Okay, so what am I going to do with these bolts? Okay, right, yeah, you can go over there for the minute, that bit. Now what I've done, as I said in the last video, I've marked these out. I started drilling them. Sorry, I did drill them, but I didn't drill them final size because I didn't know what final size was going to be. I just put pilot holes in them so that I could put a bigger drill straight through. Job's a good one. Now that's going to be the bottom part of the sled, and this is going to be the top part of the sled, and there's going to be packing in between to bring the top part up level. And then this will go probably, oh not that one, sorry, this one, yeah that's the one, will go underneath that one, and then the bolts, I wonder, can I get that one to stand? Yes, see the bolts will come up each corner, and the Dremel will sit on here. But I've got to get this surface perfectly level and square to this surface on the Z-axis, because what I don't want is it doing this sort of business as it's going up and down, nor this business. Right? We're not rocking around a Christmas tree, that's all gone. So we can do that, and I think those bolts will be long enough. Yeah, alright. I know. How are they going to slide up and down there? Well, you know, I mined these holes for the bolts to go in there. Well, I'm going to mine these bolts. Yes, I know, it's an old joke. There we go. So it's going to be mined below the surface, okay? Right? It's called sink, countersink it below the surface, sink, mine about. Okay. Yeah, it is an old joke, alright, I'll shut up. Right. I can hear all of you going on, hearing, yeah, I can hear all you saying now, doesn't he go on? Yeah, I'm afraid I do. Probably because I like the sound of my own voice. And I hope some of the time, or most of the time, I make you laugh. because I don't know if many of you know it, but if you're laughing, you're taking information in. If you're crying, you take no information in. That's why when you're upset, you never listen to anybody who's trying to make you feel better. Right, back to this. So now I've got the bolts. I shall drill and countersink these holes to the size of these bolts. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a sandwich like that. Well, a bit like that anyway. Okay, and just square them off as best I can. And clamp them together with a G-clamp. And I'm just going to drill straight through the lot. That way all the holes will be lined up in a perpendicular manner. So you haven't got holes going this way and holes going that way because you drilled separate pieces separately. Yeah, alright, really. God, I'm getting worse. I bet you'll be glad when next year comes. This project's over. Don't panic. Or should I say panic? I've got another project in mind. Yes, it's all to do with the electric car. So, although I can't get outside because everything's so freaking wet at the minute, it doesn't mean to say that I can't get on with stuff to bring the car forward. So there we are for now. I'll get and drill these because you've seen how I drill and countersink these holes, so you don't want to see that again. And I'll see what I can do about packing this up. But don't worry, I won't be packing this up without showing you. I will show you how I'm doing it, so you can laugh at my mistakes. Okay, one thing I do want to do, as it's getting very close, I am not an Arduino person per se as a programmer, especially not where Gerbil's concerned. Gerbil? Well, whatever the CNC language is called, G-code. Goebbels was in the desert, wasn't he? Oh, well, I don't know. Anyway, so if there's any Arduino people out there who'd like to help me with the G-code side of this, I would be extremely grateful. Because it's going to get to a point where I'm going to be stuck. Oh, by the way, I found a laptop that I could use to bring the Mac 3 outputs out to the printer port. It's got a parallel port. And back to the Arduino program for a second. I want to come out of the Mac 3 port, parallel port on the laptop, into the Arduino, which has got the hex G-code converter loaded, whatever you call it, and I've designed a X, Y and Z axis shield for the Arduino. And I'm hoping that my friend Patrick in Ireland can help with the making of that one. Any that people need after that, then I can make on this one. So if you want the circuit for that so you can play about, let me know and I'll get it across to you. Okay then people, well, I'll let you go. You've listened to me long enough on this bit. And as soon as I'm ready for the next bit, I will let you know. Okay peeps, thanks a bunch.